Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to talk about my second of four college games for this stacked Saturday of college basketball. So I'm here to talk about number 1 Auburn beating number 23 Ole Miss 92-82 reaction here. This Auburn team, man, they're just unbeatable. The only game they've lost this year was to Duke on the road. And they played their worst game of the year. Other than that, this Auburn team is just loaded. Like, they just have so many good players, man. Obviously, their best player, Johnny Broome. But they got other guys that can score. Like Denver Jones hit a lot of threes in this game. I believe he hit 3 or 4. But Mazzara hit some big threes in that second half he got going. Miles Caley can light it up scoring wise. You have Taha Pettiford. Dylan Cardwell, I thought, had his best game of the season with a double-double. He shot 29% from the free throw line in this game, and I believe he took 5 or 6 free throws and made 4 or 5 of them. This Auburn team just has so many weapons, and they shot really, really good from 3. I thought this was a really back and forth competitive game all the way through until about the last minute of the second half. Auburn had some turnover issues to start this game. They turned the ball over 5 times in the first 3 minutes. Besides the turnovers early from Auburn, I thought they were really, really impressive. Especially from the 3-point line. Because 14 of 28, 50.0% from the 3-point line. And every time Ole Miss would try and inch back closer, Auburn would get a bucket. Whether it's in the paint with Johnny Broome or Denver Jones, Baker Mazzara hitting threes. Johnny Broome hit 2 big threes before halftime. I just want to see how you beat this Auburn team. They shot 48.4% from the floor today, 30 of 62. We already talked about 3-pointers. Shot 18 of 23 from the free throw line, 78.3%. Out-rebound them 41 to 30, 15 to 11 on offensive rebounds, 26-19 on defensive, 22 assists on their 30 made field goals. The only negative was the turnovers, but they really cleaned that up after kind of being sloppy with the basketball early on. Ole Miss, they missed a lot of free throws in this game. They took 35, only made 24, so you might need to practice some of those free throws. They're free throws, and they missed a lot of them. I mean, I don't think they would have won this game, but it was 80-78 or something like that, and they had a 1-and-1, they missed a free throw, and then Auburn comes down and hits a 3. Just every time Ole Miss tried to inch closer, Auburn would hit a 3, whether it's Denver Jones, Baker Mazzara, Miles Caley. Pettiford had 9 points and 5 assists in this game, so he had a solid game. And this is a really good environment at Ole Miss. I mean, it's a tough place to play in Auburn. Ole Miss played them as good as they could, but it's just that 3-point shooting was just too much to overcome. And it's just they couldn't get enough stops. And Auburn's still undefeated in the SEC play, 20-1 record, and now 8-0 in the conference. Ole Miss 16-6. They fall too. They shot solid from the field. I mean, 26 of 56, 46.4%. But they didn't shoot that well from 3. 6 of 19, 31.6%. From the free throw line, 24 of 35, 68%. It was actually a close game, so before, obviously they started fouling, and then you had those technicals. That technical there at the end. So you gotta make some of those free throws. They got out rebound of 41-30, 15-11 offensive, 26-19 defensive. They got out rebound on both ends. Only 11 total assists on their 26 makes, 9 turnovers. And Ole Miss was actually pretty competitive throughout this whole game in the second half. Not surprised, it's Ole Miss. Really underrated team, but they just couldn't get stops. I mean, Auburn had 41 in the first half, 51 in the second half. Ole Miss 34 in the first half, 48 in the second half. So they battled. Sean Padula tried to lead them, but he just didn't get much outside of him. I guess Morrell, but really other than that, just not much else there from his teammates. Where Auburn had 5 guys in double figures, led by Johnny Broom with 20 points, 4 assists, and 12 rebounds. Hit 2 big threes. One of them was before halftime. This is just a good basketball team. I mean, this is the best conference, and they're 8-0. You know, they just haven't had that trap game. You know, sometimes there could be a trap game in the road. You're like, oh, they could possibly lose this game, and Ole Miss hung in there, but Auburn finally pulled away at the end of the second half. They just haven't had that slip-up game yet. I wouldn't consider Duke a slip-up game. I mean, Duke's I'd say the second best team in the sport. They just haven't had a slip-up yet. Baker Mazzara, 18 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He played really great in that second half. He made a few threes. Pedford, Jones, Baker Mazzara, and Kelly combined for what, like 12 of their 3-pointers? Baker Mazzara had 12 points in the second half. Big threes. Denver Jones, 16 points, 4 assists. He's a good 3-point shooter. I think he shoots like 43%. Dylan Cardwell, 10 points, 4 assists, 13 rebounds from Cardwell. Miles Kelly had 15 points. Pettiford with 9 points and 5 assists. Jake Hudson, 2 points. Chaney Johnson, 2 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. Sean Padula for Ole Miss, 29 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. They can play with teams like this. It's going to take extra discipline to win for them. My takeaway for Ole Miss is they can compete. Like, I think they can compete, especially playing at home. But just on Auburn's just size, like they're difficult to guard. But they can win any game. They just didn't have enough outside of Padula. Brakefield, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Morrell, 17 points. Malik Dia, 9 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. And that's really it. So, good win for the Auburn Tigers on the road at Ole Miss. Auburn's the best team. They have won. I don't know how many quad 1 wins they have, but they have a lot. A lot of quad 1 wins. But yeah, nothing else to really add on that, so until next time, have a lot. Peace, and I'll see you guys for Texas Tech and Houston recap, the Kentucky game later tonight. I'm going to do the Lakers-Knicks game, the Royal Rumble, so still a lot to go here tonight, so peace.